Today, we will explore how to effectively manage crew qualifications in Leon. Crew qualifications refer to certificates held by crew and staff members. To assign these certificates to specific users, we first need to locate the list of certificates in the system. Navigate to Settings and then Crew Certificates. Here you will find the list of certificates added to the system. To add a new one, click the New Certificate button and fill in the name. You can choose the certificate type, and you can ignore the visa option as visas are already added to passports in user profiles. Below you will find additional settings. If Warn if expired when adding a flight is checked, this certificate will trigger an expired certificate warning when adding a new flight. If Also Apply to Freelancers is checked, it will extend the certificate to users flagged as freelancers. The Order on the Certificate List option allows one to use a drop-down list to determine the certificate's position on the list. The Trip Type option allows one to specify if the certificate is required for all, commercial or private flights. With the next two checkboxes, one can set the required license type and required English level for the certificate. This can be defined in the user's profile under Ratings. By default, the certificate is assigned to a specific aircraft type. However, by using this drop-down list, one is able to configure per specific tail within the fleet. Next, define the group to which the certificate belongs to, for later tinkering in the Crew Certificates view. In this section, choose the AOCs applicable to the certificate. In the Certificate for section, select the ratings of individuals who require this certificate, and the corresponding aircraft type on the right side. Additionally, you can define the revalidation rules. When the Never Expires checkbox is ticked, the certificate will always be valid. Otherwise, next to validity time, you may find drop-down lists that allow one to set the duration for which the certificate is valid, and how it should be revalidated in the revalidation window. So, if the expiry date is on the 20th of February, 2024, and we revalidate the certificate at any point between the 21st of January and 20th of February, then your expiry date will be the 20th of February, 2025. If this box is ticked, the expiry date will be extended until the end of the month, so, in our case, the 28th of February, 2025. In the Actions Required When Expired window, you can specify actions required when the certificate is expired, including remarks for email notifications. Furthermore, in the Excluded Crew list, you can exclude specific individuals from the certificates, or, in the Only of Crew members, make it mandatory only for certain people. When satisfied with the setup, click the Update button in the bottom left corner and you will see the certificate appear on the list as available. In the Certificates view, there is also a tab called Mailing Rules. Leon sends email notifications about certificate expiry dates to selected individuals, such as the managers, the certificate owner, ops and specific crew members based on defined time intervals. In this section, you can establish rules for receiving notifications from Leon regarding the expiration of crew certificates. You can configure as many rules as necessary. If you wish to edit an existing rule, select it from the list from this drop-down list. You can also add a new rule. In the Rule Name field, you can name your new rule. The input in the Intervals field corresponds to the number of days left until the certificate expires on which you want to be notified. You can enter multiple intervals separated by commas. If the checkbox Notify also about already expired is ticked, you will also be notified about expired certificates. In the next section, you can choose which email template, previously defined in Email Template, will be used to send the notification. The Include Crew with AOC in the Summary drop-down list allows one to specify the crew with which AOC should be included in the summary. In sending a notification from the mailbox, you can choose from which mailbox, previously defined in Settings, Mailboxes. The notification should be sent. In the Recipient section, select the individuals to whom the notification should be sent. You can always send the notification only to the owner. The remaining sections define which certificates, functional groups, and aircraft type the notification should apply to. You can now click Update to save the changes. Once we have defined our certificates and mailing rules, we can proceed to the Qualifications view in the Crew module. This view is divided into 3 parts: Certificates, Airport Recency, and Familiarization and Currency. In the Certificates view, you will find all certificates defined in Leon. If a certificate was defined in an external certificate management system, such as Centric, it will still appear here, but the system's icon will appear in the Certificates column alongside it. On both sides of the page, Leon provides color indications. The color green means that the certificate is valid for more than 1 month, orange means it's valid for less than that, and red indicates that it has already expired. The page displays a sequence of columns, showing crew details such as crew code, name and surname, certificate type, the date of issue, expiry date, the remaining dates until expiry, notes, files, and actions. The action column allows you to check the history of changes made to the certificate or edit the certificate, add, change or delete details such as number, country of issue, initial date, date of issue, expiry date, notes, as well as upload files. The filter option available on the menu bar allows quick filtering on the page by various details. Here, as an example, the user James Tango is filtered out. You also have the option to export the certificate list as an Excel file. In the 3-dot filter located in the top right corner of the certificate view, you can find the options columns and show freelancers. Columns allows for the selection of columns to preview in the main list. Show freelancers allows for excluding or including them in the list. Moving on, the next section, as the name suggests, shows airport recency and familiarization assigned in Leon. Whether an airport certificate is required for a specific airport is defined in the airport directory, which can be found in the top right corner of the screen, under the globe icon. In the Currency section, Leon displays the state of crew currency defined in the Admin panel, Crew section. The page shows all crew members, and the columns display information such as code, crew name and surname, currency type, aircraft type and expiry date.